So in this video, I've actually got a bit of bad news, and we're having a little bit of a crisis with my shrimp dying. I'm actually pulling out about one shrimp every day, or probably every other day, and that soon adds up, and it's telling me that something is wrong with the tank. So let's do some detective work and see if we can work out what is wrong with it, why they were thriving before, and why they're just melting away. It's all about shrimps, simply shrimps. Good day everybody, and welcome to this video. So, my shrimp are dying. Why are they dying? What's causing them to die? I need answers, and hopefully in this video that's what I'm gonna get, or at least work out. First things first, I'm gonna do a water test just to make sure the parameters are okay, and I'm assuming the parameters aren't okay because the shrimp are dying. So let's do that and see what's up with the water. I'm just doing the box standard ammonia, nitrite and nitrate test. So first of all, let's have a look at ammonia, and that is 0, so that's perfect. Nitrite, that is 0, crystal clear, so that's perfect as well. So this is basically telling me that the filters are working and the beneficial bacteria is on there, breaking down the ammonia into nitrite and then into nitrate, which is what we're going to test now. And I think we found our problem. So nitrate is actually reading at bare minimum 20, if not a little bit higher, which is not good because shrimps, obviously being a lot more sensitive than fish, they're not gonna like that. In turn, that's indicating to me that this is more than likely gonna be the cause of them dying off. This then poses the question as to why were the parameters okay and now suddenly there's a spike in nitrate when there wasn't before. If we look back to the previous setup that I had, you can see that there were literally hundreds of shrimp in one tank, but the crucial thing is, look how much moss there is. When I was actually breaking down these tanks, I took out at least one bucket full of moss or plant life. Now plants like mosses and floating plants, so like frog bit, water lettuce, things like that with an extensive root system, or fast growing plants are brilliant at taking up nitrates and getting rid of them basically. And this is where it all went wrong. I set up this new system up here and measured the parameters before putting the shrimp in. Everything was perfect, so away I go and put the new shrimp in. However, this system does not have a lot of plants in it, or fast growing plants. I've added some Bucophilandria, but that's a really slow growing plant. And also I added small portions of the moss that were in the previous tank into here, so they would then grow. Instead of there being a vast amount, I thought I'd put a little bit in and let it grow, keep on control of it. So from being a tank that pretty much measured up a-okay on the parameters and not having much plant life in it, when transferring the shrimp over, I added a lot of shrimp, especially the crystal black shrimp. There were literally hundreds, as I said earlier on. The first few weeks were fine. As I said in my setup video of this tank, I did not notice any deaths whatsoever, not even one, for at least a fortnight. And to be honest, it's only just recently, and this tank's probably been set up for about a month and a half now, that I have been noticing maybe in the last week one shrimp dying every day, every other day. I say the tank's been set up for about a month and a half. It's actually been set up for probably 2.5 months because it was cycling for a full month before I even brought it over to this house. So basically it's had the shrimp in it for about a month and a half. The logical answer to get rid of nitrates if you don't have much plant life in there is water changes. So I have actually been upping the water changes to about twice a week now, and I've been doing probably still only about 10% of water change. I don't want to do too much more because I don't want to swing the water parameters for, so like the TDS and pH and things like that, too much to stress the shrimp out anymore. So I'm keeping small water changes, but twice a week now. Even with doing that, it hasn't brought the nitrates down too much. Well, I haven't even really noticed it. So plan B of getting rid of these nitrates is I need to get some fast growing plants in here to soak them up, and a fair quantity of them. And by far the best, easiest and quickest sort of plants to put in are floating plants. So I'm actually going to be purchasing some frog bit to bung in the top there. And hopefully we can actually get on top of this before, and I'm pretty scared that it might come close to almost wiping out all my shrimp. And this whole process of the shrimp dying off, I mean, in the past I have had like 1 or 2 shrimp die here and there, and then I'll go through stints where literally I'll have sort of like 3-4 months without any shrimp dying, or not noticing any shrimp dying at all. So this constant death of pulling shrimp out is a bit sort of offsetting, and it throws you back a bit, and it's not nice. So I do want to get on top of it for the sake of the shrimp as well, and my enjoyment of the hobby. I mean, who doesn't love shrimp, and seeing them die is not very nice. Just wrapping this video up then, and yeah, I'll be putting some floating plants in it very soon, as soon as I can get hold of some basically, and I'll keep you guys up to date in the kind of loop of what's going on. So stay tuned for some more updates in the future. Hopefully we can get on top of this. If you did like this video, even though it's kind of a bit of a morbid video, though it's kind of keeping you guys in the loop, my shrimp are dying, don't make the same mistakes that I did, and keep your shrimp alive, then whack that thumbs up. If you've got any comments, questions, queries or suggestions of this problem, let me know in the comment section down below. Have you had this problem before as well, and kind of how did you deal with it? I think I know what I'm going to do to deal with it, but let me know what your deals were. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel and you like this kind of content. And I shall see you in another video. See you later. It's all about shrimps, simply shrimps. Let's keep things shrimple with simply shrimps. Do 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 do. Yeah!